Hello, good night, Chibong, Marung, good night, Tenewong, of Mangan, Geta. It's your Islander girl here, Alberta, coming to you live all the way from Melbourne, Australia. And I'm just here. I know I haven't been here uh, today, but I'm here. To those that don't know me yet, my name is Alberta, as I've mentioned before. I'm originally from Bougainville in Papua New Guinea, but I'm currently living here in Melbourne, Australia, and I am a mom of three boys. I'm also a wife, a proud digital business owner, and a business coach. That's a little bit about me. I run this digital business as a side hustle while I'm still working part-time in my healthcare career. So anyway, I just wanted to come here. There's this topic that I wanted to share with you all that I thought it may add value to you all and also educate you a little bit on how technology is doing. So um, yeah, I've started this business way back in 2020 when I was in my lowest time in life. There were two things there were, life happened. So one of the reasons and that really pushed me was I was on maternity leave with my youngest son, and I was searching for something that I could do from the comfort of my home instead of putting my son to childcare and paying fees and working for childcare. That is what I didn't want to do because we all know that um, it doesn't bring any value to the family if we put our child to someone else to look after. So I decided that I should search for something that I could do around him while looking after him. At the same time, it was COVID time. It was COVID time. We were all affected. It was pandemic that hit every corner of the world, which no one was not an exception to have. But COVID really hit, and we were in the longest lockdown here in Melbourne, Australia, and other parts of the world too. But for us here in Melbourne, you were just inside the house, working from home. Technology was the only way that kept us, going in here while we were on lockdown. Another reason as well is when I lost my dad, there was something that really told me because I couldn't travel home, I couldn't go and bid him farewell during the pandemic time. Flights, everything was closed. And living overseas and losing a loved one is a different story, and especially when you're on lockdown. So anyone can imagine that if you've gone through that and you've resonated with my story, you know how it is, how it feels when you lose someone you so dear to you and you're on lockdown inside the door, inside the house, and you can't travel, you can't do anything. The only thing that you can do is to be grateful. So these are little things that help me out, way out of mentally and emotionally, drawing down. So I decided to, at that time as well, this digital business was there, and it really helped my mindset and me. Something told me that, hey, Alberta, instead of really moaning your dad or having stress about him, why not you be grateful for things, for where you are at because of your dad? So that's something that really pushed me hard to keep doing this business, and I always dedicate this business to my late dad. With saying that, today my topic is about technology, is replacing jobs and closing down businesses. And we've seen reality. We've seen reality has happened. Now, especially where we're at, and I'm speaking from real life experience, where we're at in Melbourne. So it may not affect other, places that are still developing that don't really use technology yet. But here in Melbourne, that I've seen shops closing down. I've seen people losing jobs, and also the old products that people were selling, they no longer exist. They've gone obsolete, and a lot of people, you mean understanding what obsolete means is, when your product is no longer needed and it's no at man go by. So you have to come up with a smarter idea. So an example I would share here is one of the emerging places where technology is replacing jobs and closing down businesses here is the banking system. So Melbourne, before there used to be ATMs, the ATM where you put the card in and you get money out. There's no ATM. Example, there's different variety of banks here that we use, like Commonwealth Bank, ANZ Bank, NAB, Bank of Melbourne, Westpac. What's the other bank? Yeah, there's so many banks here in Melbourne that we use. And, 10 years back, you could find an ATM in every suburb. Every suburb you go to, you travel to, you will find an ATM there. Or even in the shopping centers, you will find ATMs, outside of the shopping centers. And if you haven't realized that, you must wake up to this. You must wake up to this, that all these things are no longer there. There's no ATMs out there anymore. But what you will see, what has replaced those ATM, people are using their phones. People are using the phones now. They're using the app to do everything online. It's rarely that you will see people carrying cash. People are using only their phone to do their banking. So we have an app, all the banks have apps in their phones where there's Commonwealth. If you're with Commonwealth, if you're with ANZ, with ANZ, or if you're with NAB Bank, you only use your phone now. So phone is the biggest asset to us. It's one of the biggest things that is winning. A phone is this is the product at the moment that is winning. Phone, laptops, desktops, technology stuff that is winning. So many people have phones, and that's their office. That's the whole life is in the phone. That is why they do their banking. They do their. We don't need cards as well. We don't need ATM cards anymore. Those the card that you pay with. We don't do that anymore. We use our phones to pay something. We just tap and we go. And that's how technology is getting really fast here in Melbourne. I'm sure in other places as well. And also, yeah, sorry, I just got a text. Also, the another thing that I've seen that have replaced the for jobs. So for jobs, if you've traveled to Australia or any other places, you will see that we don't have people that serve you anymore. Especially example in Kmart. In Kmart, there used to be shop assistants. or what we call them, customer service people that stand there and they serve you. In any Kmart's now that you go in shopping centers, even in Kohl's, if you go do your shopping, there are no customer service there. The machines are there now, so you pay things yourself. And I'll tell you a little story when my parents visited us in Melbourne, and we took them to the, I took my mom to um, the shopping center. And because my mom is used to someone serving them, you buy, you give your money, and you pay for the things. But in here, you must go on, you yet you pay. So you put your, use the machine. You scan him up something you yet, like things that items that you buy. You scan him you yet, and then you yet by you buy. There's no one there to help you. The only thing that watches over you are cameras that are there. And so that is why plenty blow Walkman, okay, not a big W. Even in airports, we've seen them lose jobs. Airport as well, but you go, there's online check-ins. Online check-ins before, been got online 10 years back, but you must go to sign up line now you check in, low fly. In here, so suppose the companies law you travel overseas finish, you don't need to walk him, you don't need to go sign up the line, you walk him check in online by you. Now you just go and you scan him boarding pass, blow you through and you travel. That's how plenty blow all money losing work blow. Now also what the company did, what most of the businesses are doing, they're cutting down on staff. Because why? Because of all those inbuilt machines, technology is replacing these things. So moving forward, as we go forward, there will be more jobs that will be, people will still lose jobs. There's so many people that will still lose jobs. Another good thing that we've seen is we've seen offices closing down, shops closing down. Every day when you go, you got business and closed down. And then you pine him because randomly you go and you buy something from them. Maybe, a year ago you went, you visit, you only need that thing once in a year. So you don't have visit them every now and then. So there were times when we go back to the same shop to try find, something that we bought there, and we find that Emmy closed down. The business has closed down because people are not coming. There's no one buying things. People are shopping online. Online now is winning. Technology is winning. People are just searching online and they pay for their stuff online and it's delivered to their doorstep. That's how it is now. Lots of people, lots of restaurants as well, restaurant services that were there before. So most of them are closing down because now people are doing the Uber Eat. They only order through Uber, the Uber app. The Uber. If you haven't used Uber, if you're in a different country, in Australia and other, in the US, I believe UK, they use Uber. So what we do is we only ordering our food through Uber Eat. So you go, if you want something, you check online what you want, you place an order, and then the Uber Eat will come and deliver your food at your doorstep. Another thing that have lost, and it's competing with the businesses here, is the taxi. The the Maxi cabs, these cabs that were here in Melbourne, Uber has taken. And Uber, if you look closely at Uber, Uber is using technology. The owner of Uber doesn't own any taxi, doesn't own any of those vehicles. What they own is the idea that they came up with an Uber app. And that's an amazing thing that technology is doing to a lot of people around the world. And the more people are getting into technology, they create ideas. Ideas come up and they create it and they make it into a better service, because Uber before, like, you have to, order a cab. Like for us, if we want to travel to the example airport, or if we want to go to a place, when we order, and if we are going in a group as a family, maybe must say maxi cab, the bus, the 12-seater or 10-seater. People must order in maxi cab. Now wait, sample time it takes 2 hours to get them. So we have to plan ahead and we have to order ahead. Low maxi cab local. With Uber now, once you order, like once you are going somewhere and you order maxi Uber, you'll see them here within 5 minutes, or um, 6 minutes of your time. So that really cut down the waiting period, because customers were always complaining. And one of the things that have really come out of these ideas is the complaining customers, the complaint department, we call them. So if something, really you always complain about the service, always complaining about something, an idea will pop out from there. So Uber is the shortest and fastest way to do things. At the same time, you know what Uber did? It created jobs, more jobs for anyone and anyone that knows how to drive and has a car. So that's one of the things. Self-employed, working for yourself from the comfort of your home or anywhere with your vehicle. Example, look, PNG, only people that have taxis, or lining up taxi or running taxi service, only working money now. But if Uber app is there, anyone that has a vehicle, can employ themselves with Uber now or start working this work. They can be Uber drivers. They can be working delivery, Uber delivery. So what will the taxis do? And the bus drivers, all bus drivers, they'll be losing customers, because the Uber will be faster than the waiting time of the taxi. There's so many benefits of Uber. Sometimes the car is so clean. The car, family's car that people use, family or car blow, individual car blow, sometimes much cleaner than the taxi. And also the presentation. Like some taxi people, customer service is not something that, many of our taxi drivers have. So plenty of Uber have that. They go say hello to you, they treat you as a VIP. They open the door to you. They help you with your cargoes. They make sure you're comfortable. They play your best music along to enjoy the ride. So these are the things that we come and talk to you about, and we try to educate you that look on something around technology that you can do today. Because why? Your job is not guaranteed, especially if you're building someone else's dream. You're building someone else's empire. I may not guarantee you that your job is secured anytime. We've seen it here in reality when technology is hitting. We've seen people don't want to go to the office anymore. After lockdown, people so enjoyed working from the comfort of their home. There's so many benefits of people working from home. So this business has allowed us to work from home. It's better environment. We love the space, working environment that we're part of. We work for ourselves. We're building our own digital business. We're also enjoying quality time with our family. So there's so many things good about working from home. Other people, they work and they build someone else's dream from the comfort of their home. And I wish they had an idea and they opened their mindset to start building their own from the comfort of their home instead of working for someone. And in a long term, that's how technology will start going. People will, you know, most 90% of the population will start building their own thing. You know how you see ads on TV, like Elamoto's example, Elamoto's or those um, banking services or say big companies that do run ads, so they put up posters like Air Niugini, for example, or flights, Qantas, they put the big posters. That is called attraction marketing. They put up good posters and good, like the bank Westpac, where you're looking, they have their really big posters and they market themselves with a brand. They put a really bright, big poster, maybe at the airport, somewhere where you drove past and you saw a big sign. That's called branding. That's called marketing, digital marketing. A lot of banks do it. And there are people that have studied digital marketing that are paid to do that for the bank. There are these things, at the airport, they've rented a space to put their brand out there. Because why? They're doing digital marketing. And that's exactly what we do. Now it's individualized. You can do that yourself instead of being employed. Like, for example, if because of the experience that we gained from this business with the training and everything, before that, we didn't know those things. And you may be in the same shoe where I used to be because I didn't know those things. But after building this business and after doing the training and doing all those, working on my digital business, I now know, when you watch TV and a 3-minute YouTube ad runs on your TV, where you watch a movie or something, or even YouTube, when you watch YouTube and something, an ad pops up. I know exactly how to do that. Even with digitalized, like you watch TV and a commercial ad comes on. We do those. We do those things now. We do it for our own digital business. There are people in banking services, like example, ANZ, maybe doing a little ad on banking. They put it on, they pay TV, they pay the TV, like that runs that whatever program, maybe Channel 9. They pay so many thousands of dollars to run the 3 minutes ad on TV. And so our business works like that. We brand ourselves and we run those ads. And that's what we do. Because what we do is we run our own digital business, but we work like a franchise on behalf of a company, a well-known company. And that's what we do. And so all those things that a digitalized person is doing for banking services, example, or doing for Air Niugini, the big posters that you see there, we can do that. We can do posters out for our business, and we can also put it at the airport. And that's how branding is. That's what we do. And so going back to our topic, technology is replacing jobs and closing down businesses. And it's realities. I'm speaking from real life situation happening. And if you are in a space where technology is not utilized or is not, you're not learning anything, get out. What are you doing there? You'll be way back with, information if you are stuck in there. And you're learning very things slowly because time is not going to wait for you. That's one of the things that we look at. If you want your goals now, if you have a set goal and a dream and a big dream, you must try to use technology. Try to find information where you can teach yourself and start something that improve your skill set. Any bank can employ us. Any place can employ us because we have that skill set. But do we want to do that? No. We don't want to build someone else's dream. We don't want to build someone else's business. Technology has allowed us to work for ourselves, to build our own from the comfort of our home or anywhere we want Even if I move countries, I can bring my business with me and my skill set with me. And any company can hire me, but do I want to work for them? No. I want to build my own. And that's exactly why we come here and we teach you that that's something that is legitimate and that is there using technology. And our business offers all those trainings, all those tools, like from nowhere, from where I started to having no idea about technology and to where I am at now. Look at that gap in between that I have filled up and I've known a lot, and all other digital business owners have this skill set as well. And for you that doesn't have a digital business, you are there in the space looking, oh my gosh, what are these people doing? Because you have no idea. We were like you before, but now we have an idea. We know how to run an Ella Motors ad if it comes on TV. We know what to do on YouTube. Where else you don't know? You just need a guidance and a mentoring and coaching and a training and tools that will guide you with it. Once you learn all those skills, you know you are valued anyway around the world. And the world needs people with digitalized experience. You are very valuable to a company. If you look at those big brands, big posters of people using that's branding. It's called branding. They're trying to sell you their brand. They're trying to sell you their services. They're trying to sell you their product. That is what they're doing, and that's exactly what we do here. By helping another person brand themselves, because you yourself, you forgot that you're a product. You have everything in you. You have the idea, the creativity. Do you want another business to hire you for that? Do you want a government organization to hire you for that? Because that's the old ways where we were taught. Okay, go to school, okay, degree below you. Now you go and work for someone else or build a government. Do you want to do that all your life? Guys, life is too short. So if you're still playing around there, if you're way back with technology, you will not get anywhere. So anyway, that is all that I wanted to come and share here. So start thinking and using your time wisely to learn something. That is why Time Plateau, go watch him free webinar. If you want to learn a little bit about what we do, our business, we start you off with a webinar, a free webinar. We're not a get rich quick business here. We don't we don't tell people that you're gonna get rich quick tomorrow or within the next 24 hours. No. We tell you to build something that you learn as you go every day. And while you learn it, you also attract, the benefits that you want. The more you're learning it and helping other people, teach them this, you're also attracting all your dreams become true. And we've seen it. While I'm helping and teaching people, I'm also reaping my dreams, whatever I want. You too may have a different dream and a different why you want to start this. So really learn something from here, take it away, and really start thinking about, how am I using my phone? How am I using my phone? Am I using it to just surf the internet and download people's photo and create fake pictures, fake profiles, and start scamming people? Or am I using it wisely to go and help someone learn something and teach another person with my skill set? Learn something that is real, that is legitimate. Learn something as they go by. Within 3 years, I can achieve all my big dreams. And it's 3 years is a very short time compared to the time people work and build other people's empires. I've worked for 17 years. I've worked for someone else for 17 years. What did I achieve in those 17 years? But with this business, within the last two going 3 years, 2.5 years, I've achieved so many things in this little time, space of time with technology. So you too can do the same thing. And don't give excuses and say, oh, I can't talk like that, what Alberta does. I didn't know how to talk like this 2.5 years ago, because all I was taught in uni was to go and work and sit at the back of a desk and do those spreadsheets and, enter those data. That's all I was taught. And then getting paid for spending my time to enter those spreadsheets. But in here, I'm getting time and compensated for my time teaching other people of what I know. So you too can do the same thing. Spend some time aligning you with something where it will be of value. And our business offers that. Our business gives you that. Your training is for life, and training changes. It changes every now and then. Our training changes with technology, where we learn YouTube, we learn LinkedIn, we learn Facebook, we learn TikTok, we learn all those things, all those contents we learn. Whereas time you go to uni, did it teach you about the digitalized world? Did it teach you how to do this? No. Did it teach you how to come in confidently and talk on camera? No. Did it teach you about self-confidence and believing in yourself? No. They only taught you, okay, you go and study this, now you must pass in this la, logola this la. That's all they taught you. They never taught you about personal development, mindset. They never taught you that you can believe in yourself. So with that, thank you so much. I will have to leave here. I'll leave another session for later where we can come here and educate you all as well. And good night, Winnie. Thank you for tuning in. Good night from Melbourne. And also good night, Max Amelian. Yeah. Saying, wow, thank you so powerful. Your message, learn something new. Thank you for encouragement to move out from places not suitable for us to utilize the advantage of technology. So technology doesn't require you to move anywhere. If you have internet connection already there, you can utilize this. And with our digital business, the training is yours. You can be there while learning and teaching yourself. And this is the space that can move countries for you as well, that can take you anywhere around the world. So thank you, Joanne. Chibong Tamulu, how are you? Thank you so much for being inspired. I'm sure you learned something, and every one of us have learned something as well. And with that, I will let you go all and really think about it. You still want to, be left behind? If you haven't learned anything, there's a big gap that you need to fill in there. So you must start thinking around, okay, I should try to learn something which will be good for me and my family and even our children, because our children are the technology generation. They're very quick with technology. And I try to utilize my children to help me with the digital business. They don't know that they're also learning a skill set that the school doesn't teach them. And my boys, they know something that their classmates don't know, because I teach them to help me while they think they're working for the business and I'm compensating them for their time. But still, they're learning something, a skill that they'll take with them as they grow into adult, because technology is the way forward. That is what I'm trying to explain here. Hi, Malama. Thank you so much. Good night to you. And with that, I'll see you guys on the inside. We have a webinar again tomorrow, free information session. If you're interested, my website is on the screen there. With your full name and email, you'll receive a link to go and watch the free webinar. It's live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Melbourne time, PNG, and all other times. PNG will be 10 a.m. Other countries, you need to convert your time. The email will tell you of your time as well, because we're in different time zones. So with that, good night, Chibong, to you all, and I'll see you guys on the inside.